What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bee Gees. And we're going back for the penultimate tune on their 1993 album, Sizes and Everything, and that is For Whom the Bell Tolls. I think I mentioned this in the previous reaction. This phrase, for me, will always be associated with the score or soundtrack for the movie Donnie Darko. I think it was 99, maybe 2000. But it's a very dramatic and epic and dark-sounding choral piece. I believe the phrase originally comes from Hemingway. I think it was a novel he wrote in like the 40s or something. It's a phrase that you hear in pop culture. I think it's often used to indicate someone whose time has come, perhaps in a terminal sense, at least, you know, the significance or the intense situation they're facing is now upon them. So I do wonder for whom the bell tolls in this context, and given what I know about Bee Gees tunes, I wouldn't be surprised to learn it relates to the emotional and maybe romantic connections between people. Let's find out. This is the Bee Gees. The tune is For Whom the Bell Tolls, and it's from the 1993 album Size Isn't Everything.
I stumble in the night, never really knew what it would have been like. You're no longer there to break my fall.
That opening, I didn't.
The heartache over you, I gave it everything, but I couldn't get through. I never saw the signs. You're the last to know when love is blind. Broken tears in the turbulent years when I would not wait for no one. Stop, take a look at myself, see me losing you. When a lonely heart breaks, it's the one that breaks. Dream that we stole, and I'm missing you now. And the fire that we're on, holding my soul.
The whole song is epic, but that guitar, definitely epic.
I seen you in a magazine. I put you at a party where you shouldn't have been, hanging on the opposite.
Surely that's Barry, right?
I'm still in love with you. Won't you come back to your little boy now? I've come to feel inside. This precious love was never mine. Now I know, but a little too late. Then I could not live without you. In the dark or the broad day, promise I'll be there. When a lonely heart breaks, it's the one that forsakes. It's the dream that we stole, and I'm missing you now. And the fire that we're on is a hole in my soul. For you it's to cry, for me it's to cry. For whom the bell tolls. Every time like this when I couldn't reach out to no one, I'm never gonna find someone that knows me like you do. Are you leaving me a helpless child when it took so long to say thank you? Fight the devil and the deep blue sea. I'll follow you anywhere. Promise I'll be there. When a lonely heart breaks, it's the world that forsakes. It's the dream that we stole, and I'm missing you more. And the fire that we're on is a hole in my soul. For you it's your
the sort of humble, folksy acoustic guitar at the beginning sort of throw me in a different direction compared to what the tune became. It was a really interesting combination of, it sounded very triumphant or at least transcendent and felt very glowing and warm. And yet the tune is about someone having a hole in their heart and the other person that they long for not being there, and it sounds like they told him goodbye, and he was just full of emotion. So it sounds like someone else cut off a connection or perhaps had to leave. I suppose, I didn't catch enough to know whether it was, look, I have to, go on the other side of the world or something and you can't come with me. Or if it was simply they ended a relationship and the other person is, thinking that even if I try to move on, no one's ever going to know me like you do, which, I know what that feels like. After a couple relationships of multiple years, I remember feeling like that at the end of both of those relationships, where it was like, you build up so much with someone and it's over, and then it's like, okay, yeah, I could, go try to meet someone, whatever. And then it's like, we're starting from ground zero. Like, we don't have all that built up. So, I do know what that feels like, and that idea that, only that person could, maybe fill the hole that you're feeling in your life, in your soul. A pain tune set to very uplifting and transcendent music. And again, it sounded like we heard at different points the different brothers give, but that one part, it felt like, it was unambiguously Barry, which I feel like he's the only one of the three that there are moments where I feel like I can identify that, and who knows, maybe I'll be wrong about this and it'd be ironic, but the other two brothers, I still am unsure. It's like, is it Robin? Is it Mo? I'm not sure. So either way, that moment where it seemed to be clearly Barry, that was a very, just the sonic bliss of his voice in that moment was very awesome. So big shout out to them. Again, big shout out to Lisa, big shout out to Amy, big shout out to Kim, as well as all the people along for the ride, and also Adam, who is went through Timeless before I went through anything else. So shout out to all of you. As I said, Horizontal is going to be next, but we have one more tune to go on this, and that is Fallen Angels. So we'll look forward to that. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. Peace.